This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is March 12th, 2021, and we are at 5550 Bonneville Road, Hidden Hills, California, 91302. And we're running through mainline cleanout next to the driveway that is across from the garage area. And we have a 4-inch PVC mainline cleanout that's kind of buried here in the grass. And this is our front yard area. And then we have the garage right to the left of us. We're trying to locate another cleanout that got buried by some of the wood chips that were put out and some of the foliage that was put in. We know that there's another cleanout down further, and we're going to try and locate it. See if we can figure out where this is. We're going to run through now. We believe it was somewhere about 150 feet out. And right now we're in ABS plastic pipe and fittings, and this was already run the other day, this section. We're just going to continue to run out, run all the way down to the area, as I had said, somewhere around 150 feet. Try and locate that clean out so we can run from there down to the lower portion of the piping, which that was inspected just the other day. But we have a gap between the next clean out area and then the piping down at the bottom of the hill. It appears that this piping is trenchless sewer piping because the joints appear to be rolled. Take a good look at it. Kind of hard to see, but that might be ABS plastic right there. This is at about 98 feet. Long lengths of plastic piping or poly piping. Coming up to the next joint. Now the ends of that piping are rolled and fused together. So that is trenchless piping. And more joints there. Hopefully if the clean out area wasn't changed, we should be coming up to it somewhere in here. Don't see any second joint, so that more than likely is just a coupling. We'll go slow. Another joint. Continue to run down. We should see a couple different sections if there is a clean out here, which I haven't seen so far. Now this is one area where we have an offset. We have the shift in the pipe. You can see the top of the pipe. And we do have some root intrusion a little bit. This is a good size shift right here at 201 feet. We're going to run past this and we'll come back and mark this out on the way back. Looks like there's a clean out here. We're going to try and go down and locate this area. Okay, we've located this area down the hillside, and it appears that something was changed and the clean out is further down the hill than what it was before, and this clean out was buried. We had to pull out a plant and dig down a little ways, and we did locate the mainline clean out. We'll mark it with an orange flag for now, and we'll try and take some pictures, and maybe even mark what we can right on the side of the driveway so it's not real noticeable, but enough to where you could see where this clean out is. We're going to leave it exposed and do what we can to put the foliage back. We're going to begin pulling back now, and at 201 feet, we did mark 100 or 201 feet where we've got the offset. Going to go back in right here, 201 feet. We have a pretty good offset before that clean out. Looks like we have a little bit of root intrusion off to the side, and that area needs to be repaired. So we're going to continue to pull back now. We didn't really see any other issues. It's going to be a little easier to see on the way back. Didn't really see any other issues beside that large offset. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. The one offset is because of them cutting the poly pipe and installing the clean out, and they use a different type of coupling that isn't real secure and real stout. It's probably a flimsy Fernco all rubber coupling, which has a lot of give to it. Now it may hold up for a period of time, but eventually that will probably give and cause problems, cause stoppages. Almost all of these joints are rolled joints, which are fused together at 500 degrees, and it is trenchless poly piping. That's two pieces of poly piping fused right there, and those are lined up perfectly. They're actually melted to become one piece of pipe. So the clean out that we did have at 150 feet is no longer there. That was pulled out. Just going to continue to pull back. Long lengths of trenchless poly piping. Again, rolled joints, poly piping. Another short section. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. We're going to pull all the way back. Then we're going to go ahead and relocate our camera equipment down to the next clean out. And we're going to take a look at the line from there all the way down to the bottom. Those are rolled poly piping trenchless joints. Those joints are very strong. They'll withstand a lot of earth movement, a lot of everything. We've actually run over them with a 20-ton truck and could not break the joints. The pipe will flatten out completely, and within 20 minutes will come back to a round shape. It's got a memory, and the joints will withstand it. As I said, they become fused and become one piece of piping. Pulling back. That is an ABS plastic joint, but it's lined up pretty nicely. These are glued joints, and the joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Now we're pulling up and coming out of our PVC plastic mainline sewer cleanout. And we've got this area marked with an orange flag. Kind of hard to see. We've got water on our camera lens. That's our orange flag next to our 4-inch PVC mainline cleanout. Now we're going to transition and relocate our camera equipment to the next cleanout. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, now we've relocated our camera equipment and we're down the driveway. There's a power pole right in front of us. You can see the power lines coming down and they're almost right across from us. This is our driveway area, and we dug this area up and we located the 4-inch ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout right here. We've got a tree right to our left and we got another tree right to our right. So it's right in between the two trees, and it's approximately 204 feet from the uphill cleanout that is in the grass area right before the driveway starts. So we're going to zero out our camera monitor. We're going to insert our camera, begin running downhill. And we've got another little bit of an offset right in front of us as well. That's an ABS joint that now starts our poly piping. It's not terrible, but it was just how the mainline sewer cleanout was installed. Like I said, they probably put them together with Fernco, F-E-R-N-C-O, all rubber couplings that are kind of weak, they're kind of flimsy, instead of using a good stout type of a band that would hold it in place. Now we have poly piping again. There's our poly joints. And we're just going to run out to the lower part of the hillside. We're going to take a look. More poly piping joints that look to be in fair and maintainable condition. We say fair and maintainable. If we say good, that means they're brand new. So fair and maintainable is about as good as it gets. More poly piping joints. Again, more poly piping joints. They're fuse joints. And now that would be an ABS plastic joint right before the turn, because they don't make 45-degree fittings or 90-degree fittings in poly. So these are ABS plastic pipe and fittings, but they appear to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. We're rolling and going down the hill. Now we also have another clean out here. It appears right at the top. We're going to pause and we're going to try and locate this area real quick. Okay, we do have a major offset in this area. This is down toward the bottom of the hill. So we're going to go down, we're going to locate, and we're going to mark this area out. Okay, we're going to push in a little bit. Just going to check out the vitreous clay. And I can't get out that far in the vitreous clay. We're going to pull back to the 198. It's right near the lower clean out where we have the offset. We did view the vitreous clay the last time from the lower cleanout. A little bit of an offset there in that turn, and then we have the offset here in this turn as well. It's not terrible, but it is an offset. And then the root intrusion that we have right here looks like maybe cracked. We'll take a better look at it on the laptop. We'll take a good look at this on the laptop. It's offset pretty good. We drop in from what we can see, but we'll view it a little bit better on the laptop. And that is right near the lower mainline cleanout. I'll pause and locate the area. Okay, we marked this area out down at the bottom of the hill. There's another mainline cleanout down by the street, a 4-inch ABS plastic mainline cleanout. And this is right up above the mainline cleanout before it takes a dive and goes into the vitreous clay city lateral, which was already inspected from the lower cleanout. So we did find 2 more cleanouts. We located the one that we're running through, and we're going to mark this one. And then we also located another one down further. I believe it was 92 feet 5 inches on the camera, which we're going to put another flag. And we're just going to pull back. Going to come back up the hill and conclude our video sewer inspection. Those are rolled poly joints. The majority of it from here back, except where the cleanout was, are rolled poly joints. And they're nice and flush, and they're very secure. Again, more rolled poly joints. See how even the piping is all the way around. More rolled poly joints. Appears to be in fair condition. Oh my God. Continue to pull back. And then we have an ABS joint right here. It looks like it was put together properly. It's even all the way around. It's put together with a good heavy-duty band, more than likely. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. That's the other cleanout that we marked. Joints look good. Pulling back, these joints all look good. So we've only got the 2 offsets here. Then we had the other one with the root intrusion that we marked out. The other offset. Pull back. Pulling back along the driveway now. More poly piping rolled joints. piping rolled joints again. Should have about another 20-foot length of trenchless piping. They come in 20-foot lengths, then they're fused together. Should be coming up to another joint. There's another poly piping joint. Now we're going to come back to our joint with our clean out that's a little bit offset over here on this one, and it was worse on the one before this that we were able to view from the clean out higher up the driveway. And that joint's offset right there a little bit. Not as bad as the other one that's before us, but that will conclude our video sewer inspection and our location of the other clean outs. There's our clean out down in the ground. We had to pull a bush out of here. As you can see, we pulled this bush out of there. Pulled the one bush out of there that was right over the piping that they buried. The landscapers apparently buried. So we're going to put an orange flag right here after, right by the driveway area. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection.